And we're live. Welcome to the Gamblers Hotline.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Alex. I'm here with Papa David. We got Dennis in the background as well.
Yep.
Today, we're going to do our first episode, right, sir?
This is genius, dude. Just so you know. Good job, buddy. Gamblers Hotline, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so explain why we're here and what are we doing?
So I guess we're going to basically call in or on Discord. Join us on Discord. By the way, the link should be in the... If you type in ! Discord, right, you'll be able to join our Discord. There's a link right there in the chat for you guys on the YouTube side. If you type in ! VM, you're going to get our phone number, which is 702-550-9032. You can leave a voicemail of any of your gambling confession stories or anything you want. We're not going to do it tonight. We're going to do it in next week's stream. Mm-hmm. And then also, to know the rules of the Discord, if you type in ! Rules inside the chat, it should be able to pull up. There you go.
Yeah,
now,
we're
what's
here.
the purpose?
We're therapy. We're casino therapy, dude. We're literally gamblers. We're the Gamblers Hotline. I don't know about the Gamblers Hotline, but we're a Gamblers Hotline.
Now, if you are on Discord, you do want to go to the Gamblers Wait. I know we have a Gamblers Hotline queue. We had to kind of fix some stuff, so don't worry about that. You'll see me waiting in the Gamblers Wait, so just jump right in.
Yeah, so we're going to basically respond live to your strategies. If you've had success stories, if you've had big losses you want to share, if we taught you a strategy, you want a lot of money, we want you to go into the queue and let us know. If you have a strategy that you think that your mother told you sucked, but you want a second opinion, we're here for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Sometimes the mothers chime in quite quickly. If you have a degen story, we have Alex here. Alex is literally your late night therapist, dude. Your gambling therapist, dude.
Absolutely. Where did it touch you? You know what happened? Where did a pit boss touch you?
Listen, but if you're leaning out the window, just lean back in and enjoy this podcast for the next hour. Well, we're gonna have a very special unboxing here. You have no idea. We're gonna have we have gifts already.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna do this every week, so this is gonna be a new. Thanks to Dennis. This is the brainchild of Dennis. Dennis is our producer.
I'm everything.
He's everything.
Yeah.
He's everything. He's our tech support. But we get hundreds of strategies and lots of stories throughout the day. People telling what they win, what they lost, and we figured we would just be here to share it with you live. By the way, you look like you're wearing a nurse's outfit. I don't know why you look like you're wearing what do they call that?
First of all, this is blue Lululemon.
Oh, those are Lululemon dress pants.
Okay, these are Lululemon dress pants that I've won with my gambling money from Don't Pass on Bubble Craps.
See that?
Okay, and I'm wearing our CEG polo.
Okay, I hear.
Okay.
I see you, buddy.
Yeah,
I see
so
you.
there's nothing
we
wrong
do
with
have
what I'm
Gus,
wearing.
so I'm gonna pull Gus right in.
Gus
Okay,
made
so let me
it?
turn on let me jump in the Discord so he can hear us.
So I'll let Alex jump in first.
Okay,
Good.
so we're
Let
gonna
Alex
jump
go,
in the
bud.
live. I would say pull in the live side.
Yep. I'm gonna let you jump in. I'm gonna drag him here in a second.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go, Mr. Gus. Welcome, sir. Yeah, we can.
We can hear you, buddy.
Okay. Now the live chat can hear you.
Everybody
So-
can hear Gus.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, as
Depends
long as
on
we don't
you.
have to see Gus, I think that's the better. Because Gus may not be wearing all his clothes at this moment, dude.
That's true. That's true. Because why would I be clothed walking around inside my house? That would
That's
just be awkward.
Dude,
Yeah,
100%.
why
dude.
wear boxer briefs when I'm watching a CEG live stream?
You don't even need to wear clean underwear when you're at home. You know what I mean?
I don't. And or underwear at all, for that matter.
Oh, great.
I mean, if you're going to wear assless chaps, you might as well get it all out there.
I hear all chaps are
Yeah.
assless. Just so you know, I learned that
They-
from
Yeah.
Gus, dude. What's lucky
Otherwise,
for
they
Gus
just-
is he's been married a very long time. See, that makes it easy.
I feel bad for her. She's a saint.
I feel bad for her, too.
Well, let's not go too much on a tangent. Gus, let us know what
All
is
right,
your
what do you got
question
for
for
us,
the
buddy?
hotline.
Yep.
All right. So, David,
Yep.
you have to try to refrain from any comment on this at all.
Oh, God, that's impossible.
So,
Go ahead, buddy.
all right, Alex. I'm going to talk about coming on the craps table.
Coming on a craps table. Okay, sure.
Do the girls like coming on the craps table?
Yes. Period.
I heard that they do.
Yeah, why not?
Why wouldn't you?
I don't
mean, repeated repeated come.
Is there a
out on the
strategy, sir? Is there a strategy to working them on the table?
As Nurse Alex, is there anything I can help you with coming on a craps table, Gus?
The do's and the don'ts of why you shouldn't and why you and if you should.
Let him have it, buddy.
Do's and don'ts of why.
Why you should come and not come on a crap table.
Exactly.
I mean, the worst, though, is when we get the couples that come in the casino quest, and then the wife always points to the husband and be like, he needs to learn to don't come bet. That's the worst one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's happened before.
He's coming too often?
Yeah, like we've had like
and
a couple
she knows
group
nothing about craps.
We've had a group of couples come in, like a group of 3 or 4 at Casino Quest, and we're
Yeah.
like, okay, we're going to teach you to don't come. It's like, you should teach Tommy that. I was like,
Yeah, that gets a little personal.
yep.
Especially if you don't know dice in the first place.
Yep.
All right, well, let him know the fact, because we have public,
Well,
actually.
why don't you
real
explain
people.
what the do's and the don'ts? Why shouldn't you play it?
Why shouldn't you play the come bet?
Yeah.
The come bet is a very good bet. Okay, we just lost our screen. Do we need our screen? No. It's still gone.
I mean, they can still hear
They can't see us?
No, they can see you.
They can see us? We just can't see us. So here, let's be clear. The come bet as a bet is mathematically a very good bet. The flat bet is a very good bet. You just can't win a lot of money. That's it. So you put odds, and the odds pay true. We did this. We just did this video on the lies of craps.
Yeah.
Where we talked about how you make money, how you actually win. You cannot maximize wins using come bets. That's a fact. You can win, and you can get a lot of repeaters, and you can get lucky about with doing anything. And I know there's a lot of people who are come bettors who are like, well, I've won a lot of money. You have not won as much as you could have won, because you needed 2 numbers every time to really take advantage of the come bet with odds. So we tell you not to come on a crap table because we don't feel like there's a lot of opportunity. Now, if you're someone who wants to sit around and hang out and just play, you can play, come bet and flat bet and do that. What's interesting is Alex so Alex's risk profile is kind of off the charts. So he will sometimes go and just like diddle a little bit.
Dabble.
He'll dabble. And so what he loves to do is he likes to bet the pass line, which by the way, the pass line it's a come bet that doesn't move. It's just a pass line. But basically, come bet and a pass line, same bet, right? So he'll play the pass line, but he'll play it at scale, at absurd scale, and use that and leverage that into other bets. That's a whole different way of playing. And by the way, really high risk, but really high reward. The interesting thing about Alex is Alex will maximize a table win by betting, ridiculous. Oh God, what happened? Well, by betting these like absurd. What happened? Did we lose somebody?
No.
Can you now
chat.
see Gus in his glory?
Continue.
Has he reversed the cameras?
No, God, no.
Yeah, God, no.
Nobody
God,
wants to
thank you,
see
sir.
that.
No, we don't want to share that. We don't want to get canceled this week. But so there's always this argument. I always go through this with so many people when they start here and they talk to us about the come bets. It's always this, they were taught how to make. Of course, you were taught how to make come bets because it's a perfect way for a casino to middle the game. And if they're really driving into the math, they can say, oh, the math supports come bets. Yes, that's true, but it's not an opportunistic way. Go.
I literally this past week, Leanna and I were down in Laughlin, Nevada.
Okay.
There's $5 craps tables everywhere.
Yeah.
And I didn't play the pass line unless I was shooting. And so when it got around to me, I would put my $5 on the pass line, and they're like, "What do you want odds on that?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "No, I don't. Set me up across, including." And they were blown away by the fact that I wasn't taking odds. And I'm like, I said, I don't want to take odds. I said I would rather get my bet out there. And lo and behold, I went on a 30-roll turn and made a bunch of money.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, see?
On place bets.
So that, by the way, that's one of those areas like, so let's say you're the shooter and you got the pass line, the dealer will automatically assume you want to take odds, right? Mm-hmm. And you, like us, like, in fact, most people that have come and learned from me, We don't take odds. You know why we don't take odds? Because that way we can track all of our bets. We can pay attention to what's in front of us instead of managing what's behind us. Because customers or players do a terrible job managing their money. And as long as we have a decent dealer, it's easier to look at what's in front of us. You follow?
Yeah, but it was there was one of the people that was in our group wanted me to teach them to play craps, and so I'm telling her how I play, and the dealers are like, no, you got to take odds behind that line bet. That's the best bet in the house, and I said, I'll explain it later. I said, I'm not going to argue with the dealers because I want them to be happy. I said, but just go along with them for now.
Yeah, it's hard to get people off the odds, dude. Alex takes odds.
Unless it's 10 times or better. If it's 3, 4, 5, it's not worth it in my opinion.
Yeah, so 10 times odds. It's not even just at the odds. Like the odds bet. Oh God, there's this. We just did a couple of videos on this, and it's crazy how many people chime in on the odds bet itself. The odds bet is a great bet on its own, but it's connected to the pass line, which is not a great bet, right? But unless you get, like Alex said, if you get the 10 times odds or over 10 times odds, that sort of changes. But how many people are investing that much money in the pass line and comeback, where a lot of times that money you can invest in all the numbers across, right? So then it's about, then it breaks down into like money management, what your bankroll is, how you're managing your in and outs of your bets. I mean, it's listen, anytime a casino sells a bet as the best bet, it's probably not the actual best bet for you, right? Regardless of what the math says.
It's easy to teach.
And it is easy to teach, yeah. I mean, it's easy to teach, yeah. Alex is a shooter. Alex will shoot for the pass line. Like, literally just shoot for the pass line. But the thing that Alex does different that most people don't do is he will win the pass line and then parlay all of it to one bet. Like, he will literally, like, Alex has sit there and done, like, a 20-minute roll, and then he'll take it all down and put it in the DC, dude. How did that work out for you?
It's worked out well for bubble craps, especially. It's worked
on
out
bubble
well.
craps?
Mm-hmm. I've got my biggest wins on bubble craps from that.
Alex is in a rarefied field where he actually wins at gambling.
Yeah, he has. What was that Dennis was saying the other day? His luck stat is maxed out.
Yeah, dude, Alex's luck stat is maxed out. First off, there's no way it's not.
Yeah.
He always gets the weirdest luck when it comes to things. When you think everything goes wrong for Alex, somehow, some way,
it works out.
It works out just fine. And that's why Alex says it's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine because Alex doesn't go through the same conflicts and difficulties the rest of us have.
Yeah, that's true though. Because a lot of people overthink it. It's like, hey, listen.
Yeah.
I turn one in, like, it'd be like, oh, I'm up $300 on this layout. Well, it's not my money anyway, so let's just take that and move it to the DCC and double it again. Turn it into 7.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, by the way, Alex is big on the casino's money thing, right? Like when Alex wins a lot of money, basically first of all, he's very generous. He'll share it. He'll literally come in. He's like, "Hey, I won $2,000. Here's a couple $100." Seriously, he'll walk in. And the other thing he'll do is he'll start buying tickets to go places. He'll start figuring out where to go to eat, and you know what I mean? He'll spend that money. I tried to break in Dennis. Like, when Dennis won his first big Keno jackpot, dude, I explained to him how that works, dude. You know what I'm saying? I got him into because Dennis wants to hit something big, and then he wants to, he wants to put all the money in this pillow, dude. You gotta buy steak. You gotta buy clothing. You gotta get out there and buy some shit, dude.
That's how I bought my nurse scrubs,
I mean, hey, Gus, listen, when you hit it big at the crap table, do you run home and tell your wife, or do you go buy some stuff?
Oh, no, I stick it in my pocket. I stick that shit in my pocket so she can't have it.
Exactly, dude. Well, now she knows, dude. Now she's checking pockets.
The secret's out.
She's looking at me right now.
Yeah.
Side of her head. I was like, what the?
I learned early in life to, tell as few people as possible. My gambling buddies for sure, dude. But everyone else, you don't want to. You learn who to who knows when you're lucky or not. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's good to hear from you. I got to go. I will talk
Gus.
to you all later.
Thank you, buddy. We'll see you later. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Gus. While Dennis is working, just to remind everybody, if you guys want to leave a voicemail, we're going to put it into next week's session. 702-550-9032. Once again, 702-550-9032. Leave a voicemail. We're going to use that for we'll talk for next week.
And if you want to jump into the live, the only way to do it currently is through the Discord. So jump to the Discord. It is in the description of this live. So just feel free to jump right in. And we're going to wait on the gamblers wait area, and then we'll kind of drag you over when we're ready.
Yeah, we really want you guys to share strategies, like instead
Strategies, stories.
yeah, strategy stories. If you guys
Or
have
confessions.
strategies that you want us to review, roulette strategies or stories, or you have wins. I mean, you know, this is just the first time we're doing this, but we're gonna do this every week, and we get hundreds of emails, so we know you have strategies. You just haven't, you know, not familiar with this format per se, and we'll give you some feedback. We're like, hey, I got this strategy. We'll let you know. You know what I mean? We might roast you a little bit, but we'll tell you what we like.
We're not gonna. I think people are just scared we're gonna roast this shit.
Oh, really?
So that's why they're like,
Nah,
but we're not. We're not like that. We're just
we're not like
We're just here
that.
to shoot the shit.
We don't do
I
any.
mean, we might roast it. We
maybe.
might roast it.
David, maybe.
It's not guaranteed we will roast
But
it.
we want to. We want you to share. We want to share with you. We want to share. You know.
Well, just as a little interlude, we do have a box kind of sitting out to the side if you want it.
We got a fantastic gift for ourselves. This is our business Christmas gift, and for us. So we ended up having one of our best Novembers. This is the full month that we've been out of the mall, and it's been quite the turnaround for us. So we've been very excited. So we went ahead and we figure we're gonna put a. I mean, at some point we'll have a coffee table. Let me move. Okay.
And then while he's doing that, we do have a super chat from Mr. Clint, aka Mr. Purple Cobra, $2 super chat. Thank you so much, genius.
We also do. I think we got Alan Toy member chat. He said, "Do players still do put bets?"
Oh, you want to chime in on the put bet? Go ahead. Let them know. What do you think about put bets? Oh, do players play put bets?
Like, is this still a thing actively played? It could be just a yes or no answer.
I don't think so.
No.
Most dealers now don't even know what a put bet is.
Dude, most dealers have absolutely no idea what a put bet. You know what's interesting? We went to the MGM a couple months ago, and me and Dennis walked up to this table, and it was there were these two Chinese guys that were playing cumbets, and they got cocktails or whatever, and they turned back to the game, and they were already out. There was a guy on the other side of the table. We were doing a BBC, and we were trying to figure out if we were going to play there, and the guy put 2 with 400 on the 6 and 8. Right, so he put 200 flat. Both those guys did. One guy did like 100 with 200. So basically, what they did is they created a $200 flat bet, right, with a $400 odds, and they gave it to the dealer. The dealer set it up on the 6 and 8, and it was
Some
strange.
people don't know what a put bet is.
So a put bet is a cum bet that doesn't go through the cum. Basically, it just goes right onto the number. It just bypasses the cum. And if you're asking if the casino allows it, or if you're a supervisor that doesn't know this is a thing, you should probably not be a supervisor, but
It's similar to a direct lay where you pay a vig.
yeah, no, you don't pay a big. No.
Put bet.
No. So you just say you don't want to go through the cum. You just say, hey, put this on the 6 and 8.
On the number with odds.
Just directly on the number with odds, yeah. What's interesting is the dealer that they had for them was this. You could tell that he was also Chinese, and he spoke Chinese, and he was clearly following them through the casino. Like, he was their dealer. These were high-end gamblers. And so, but here's the thing, like, that bet's only going to pay $680. If they had bet a 600 to put the same amount on a place bet, it's going to pay $700. They're losing out on $20. But guess what? These guys, neither one of them care about losing $20. And right away, the guy said, the dealer went to say something, and the guy says, oh no, I want my money in down. You know what I mean? He says, I want my money in down. And so for them, when you don't care about how much you win, and you don't care, then it's really just about the movement of the money, right? They have. I mean, I'm assuming that these guys have so much money that they're really gambling to play. They're not gambling to win. The winning means less, right? So like, they're not worried about the 20, and they want this put bet because then it's paid and down, and they can pick it up and be out of the roll, basically, right? Whereas a place bet, you're paid and then the bet stays up by default, yeah. But there are very few people who play put bets that aren't playing at scale like these two guys, yeah. But sometimes you'll see people come up to the table and they'll ask. They'll come to the table late and they're come bettors and they'll say, hey, put these on the 6 and 8, and they'll put the 10s with the 25 odds, and you just do it.
We do have someone waiting, so I'm gonna drag him in.
All right, fantastic. Here, we'll get to our Vegas box. You guys are gonna want to see what's in this box. Maybe we save it.
Hello, Ray. Can you hear us?
How are you doing?
Hello.
Good. Welcome to Casino Therapy. How can we help you?
Go ahead, Alex. You start that one, buddy.
For me, in my opinion, the house edge on that is like 20% or something. It's really, really high. Kind of like for my gambling mentality, for me personally, I tell people not to play the ATS. In my opinion, unless you're up money and you could afford, you got a couple $100 and you're up playing craps and you could afford 555, whatever it is. But it just seems like every come out, you bet 555, $15, $15, 7 shooters, $105. It could have been another 110 inside for whatever you're playing. You know, I'm assuming you're probably playing a $15 game or $10 game, but that's just my opinion. The only thing I will say, though, is if I do play, the only casino here in Vegas that does have the full true payout of the all tall small is the Palms. Palms has 176 to 1 and 35 to 1. But all the other casinos are 150 and 30 to 1.
Yeah, 150 and 30.
Real quick, Ray, can you repeat the question? I guess some people, the YouTube chat couldn't hear you quite well.
Well,
yeah. My question was about the all tall small. I do get to play at a casino that does have true odds, or closer to true odds than the 30, 50, 30, which is nice. So
okay,
I think it's 35, 175, 30.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, they said it can't hear the calls.
Yeah, so here, I'll just repeat it. They can hear me, right? So what he's asking about the all tall small, and what we think about that as a bet, and then I guess he's going to follow up with an anecdote. But so my opinion is if it's a fun bet. If you're aiming, I wouldn't bet a lot of money. I personally would not invest 555 if I would do dollars if I can, right? And I think that it's fun to play towards that. And I know a lot of people that don't like to play at tables that don't have ATS, right? Because it's something to shoot for. Now, me and Dennis would never waste money on that because, Dennis especially would not waste any money.
Well, my thing about betting any fun bets, because I call those like fun bets, right, is bet it when you're up, not when you're down. Like that shouldn't be your way to make your money, right?
Wow. Now, you've seen Dennis shoot the dice, so that would be money that's just, you know what I mean? We don't know if we want to make that.
You're not any better.
Yeah, I know. That's true. All right. So, but apart from that, what's interesting? We have a friend of our channel. His name is Sidebet Sam, and we went and we kind of kept track of. He loves betting side bets. That's why we call Sidebet Sam. Firebet. Firebet, by the way, is same. I think the ATS, especially at if it's paid at that higher rate, is only like 12 or. We'll have to get the odds on it, but it's not. The Firebet is the worst, has the worst house edge, 20% of all of the side bets. It's a terrible, terrible bet. Although it's a little better if they pay you on the 3-point, but most of them pay you on 4 to 7. And then of course, if they're not paying you on the 1,000 to 1 on the 6. But I do find that it's a lot of fun. First of all, if you're someone who's a setter and you're practicing and you're someone who likes to shoot repeaters, I find that it helps you incentivize the dynamic with the game. So I personally like betting hard ways, but I will bet ATS. Like if I see Ronnie show up at the table, I'm gonna throw some money on ATS too. He had it twice the other day, the same day, the same damn table. So, but if you look at it as an investment or as an opportunity, strategy wise, I don't feel like there's a lot of merit there.
That's great input. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Best of luck out there, by the way.
I think he has one more thing he wants to add.
Oh, did you have another
question?
I'll
hold the anecdote if the stream can't hear me, but
they can hear you now.
Okay, great. Well, I learned the all tall small, and I was a cliche. I was at Vegas for my bachelor party. I think we were down a couple $100 by the end of the weekend. Kind of normal stuff. We were playing at a craps table. I forget the casino. And I'm just teaching my my brother-in-law the game, and I go, yeah, this is the all tall small, so you do the 5-5-5 on it, and of course the next roller hits it when we're both on it, so it basically saved the weekend. We both leave with some cash in our hands, so definitely a fun bet. But I totally agree that it's probably better when you guys are up and using the casino's money. So appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. Hey, we have a really fantastic story. So one of the days we went to Strat. Can I add a story?
Yeah, you can add a story.
So we were at the Strat. Me, Alex, we were there with Hawaii. There were people from Hawaii Crap Shooters. There was Mel from Craps Hawaii. There was so who was the one? So who?
Principal Skinner's the one that hit
Skinner.
He's the one that rolled 9 points for us.
It was so fantastic because we were all losing.
Yep.
Mel actually had to take a break. It was losing so fast because he's aggressive gambler. We come back to the game. Principal Skinner, it's the second time around shooting.
Yep.
And he throws. We're all on the ATS. I'm on only for dollars. But all he needs is the 11 and the 12. So he's almost got everything except the 11 and 12. So everybody bets 11 and 12. Of course, me, like an idiot, I'm only betting $1 each. So this is where the fun should go out the window, and we just lean into fate and destiny, right? So, of course, guess what rolls? The 11. The 11 rolls, and so everyone's hooting and hollering. And again, just like what that gentleman said, like we were all losing, but now we're making this big comeback. Is he there? Is he in the chat, Principal Skinner? No.
No. Someone's talking about the pillow and
listen here, buddy.
And
this is
why
my
is the
pillow
between you so you don't touch or something like that?
Yeah.
No, we'll touch later.
Hey yo.
Anyways, he's such. See, he keeps such a straight face, dude. That face is just crazy. Okay, so then of course all Principal needs is the 12, and everybody's throwing money on the 12. Like everybody's $5, $10. Of course, David $1, and wouldn't you know it? Literally, he throws the 12. Not only does he throws the 12, and it's the all tall small, and it's he finishes, and literally the table just goes crazy. See, those are stories and memories you just can't escape from. That is why you bet those bets, for those kinds of turnarounds. That's why you bet. Like Alex won. How much money did you win on the hard way the other day?
$750.
Yeah, from like what? How much money?
$25. I bet it on the field. We rolled a 2, so I got 50, and I threw $75 on the hard 8, and I hit the hard 8 for $750.
See, like that's memories, buddy. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do have a super chat here from Tony G. Gave us $13.99 Canadian.
That's like, well, more than $2.
He said, "It is Nuck fan. Hey Alex,
Yeah.
sorry we couldn't meet up for F1 weekend, but my question is, squeeze play the best strategy you guys play mostly?"
Okay, you chime in on that one, then I'll chime in on myself.
So for me lately, what I've been doing is I've been doing double tap. So like for example, if I'm playing on a $10 craps table, instead of going 110 inside, let's say $400, that gives me 4 shooters, right?
Yep.
For me personally, I go 44 inside double tap. Now I got 10 shooters. So what I usually do is I'll do double tap to start, and then that keeps me in action pretty good. And then once I get that roll or I'm up a little bit money, then I'll, once again, the gambling mindset. Once I'm up money, then I'll start doing squeeze play.
Yeah, we create tiers. So me and Dennis, I won't put words in your mouth, but I sort of am. We've been loving versions of GM spin and double tap on the inside. So what is it? Not Duckinator. It's
Duck Ragu.
Duck Ragu.
Yeah.
We've had some people with some really fantastic stories recently. By the way, there was a group of women that just called us. They were at first they were complaining they were staying at the Wynn. They booked us. They were because we used to be across in the Wynn. Anyways, they had to come here. And they were like, "Oh my God, I had to come to see you guys." And but they had a great time. They had a session with Nick. Nick showed them that, and then they went and won a shit ton of money. They had to call us back and let us know that they had fun. Yeah, so the double tap is so great. It's like a version of double tap, but isn't it in the guide? It's in the Craps guide.
Which one?
Oh, you should go grab a
That's
guide,
in the
dude.
2023.
It's in the 2020. No, the Duckinator. No, Duck Ragu.
Duck Ragu is in the.
It's in the new. It's in the new Crafts guide, dude. We gotta share that.
My big thing when it comes to strategies or what I'm playing, it highly depends on what minimum I'm on.
Yeah.
If I'm on $5 table, I love squeeze play. I could play it forever.
That's it.
But my problem is like at a $10 table, Squeeze play starts to get really weird because you're invested 88, and because true squeeze play, at least ultimate squeeze play, is double the minimum.
Yeah.
On the inside.
Yeah.
And some of those units can get really weird, like 88, or like if you're on a $15 table, it should technically be 132.
Duck ragu, see?
Yeah. But I do love the duck ragu for higher minimum. So because I'm not a big roller like the rest of you guys,
but if you end up on a $25 table or $15 table, you can't really afford it or don't want to afford it. There's other ways of entry. I love it. I love the double tap. I think I'm with you, and I agree. The not GM squeeze play at $100 is the ultimate squeeze play.
550
inside to 320 across, dude. Swear to
those
God,
minimums are great. I mean, don't get me wrong, it wasn't my money I was playing.
If you're a baller, dude, me and Dennis, our dream is to just take $5,000 and just literally do 550 squeeze. But you need any two numbers. You get out plus 30 with two numbers, and then you just go to purple.
That's just your guys' dream?
You're Barney it. That's literally our dream, dude. We want to go to Bellagio. We want to just hook them up.
Bellagio.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Go ahead and open that box, I guess,
we're going to open the box? Okay. We want to share this box with you because we're all about Vegas. And, wow.
You got Knife Gang?
I do. All right, buddy, here. You wanna, oh, my God, this thing is so heavy. Now, let's just...
Well, they can't see that low, as you can see on the screen.
So here, you wanna...
You guys got to put it in your guys' lap or something as you do it.
Here, you can put all that weightlifting. There you go, sir.
Okay, so here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get the straps off, buddy. Have you heard that before? You start with the straps?
That does not happen in my world, period.
No straps?
No. Too vanilla for that.
Or that's what he wants you to think.
Nope. Does not matter.
No. What about bra straps?
Yeah, I mean, that's easy. That's just one hook. You just use your hand and then just go like that. Easy. Squeeze and then you let go.
Squeeze and let go.
Again, as they're opening, remember, if you want to jump into the live, just jump on the Discord real quick. We do know that we did this a little short last minute, so we understand.
Yeah.
But also feel free to leave a message. I did drop the phone number in the chat, so if you want to leave a message for next week, we could do that as well.
All right, here it is. All right, so now, wasn't that like, Jesus Christ.
Looks like the box is right here.
Oh. All right, here. You got to be delicate. You got to be very delicate, sir.
I think that doesn't look very delicate.
Look at this. Wait. You guys are gonna love this. So hang tight.
Just so you know, they keep looking. They keep looking up because there's a big giant TV behind me, which is their preview monitor.
That's our monitor.
Look at this thing. So watch this. This is by the way, we're not sponsored by these people. Nothing like this. I got this. It's well. Let me hear. Let's. Yeah. So I got this because of some of the contributors. Well, here. So some of the contributors on this book are, in my opinion, very just have a bunch of respect. Okay, but here it is. So if, by the way, this is great because if we have to get a refund, you know what I mean? It's damaged.
It's all recorded.
It's all recorded live, dude. We have the live. Okay, check this out. This is going to be the new centerpiece of our. And our lawyer has informed us that it's a write-off. Look at this thing. This is. Oh.
Well, you might want to throw the paper because the crinkling does not sound great for the mic.
Doesn't sound good? Oh, man. Look at this. Okay, so are we there? You guys, does anybody know what this is yet? I'm sure you guys have figured it out. Right? Now watch this. Ah. Look at this.
We'll pull the mic back now that you've opened it.
This thing it's so heavy. All right, it says the only way to win in a casino is to own one. So watch this here. On the inside of this, it says the only way to win at a casino is to own. By the way, look how big this thing is. I'm a giant human, just so you know. We're both massive, huh, buddy?
Cap.
No, not
Cap.
really. We're still capping. All right, let's pull it out. Have you heard that one before? No. Okay, watch this.
Alex is trying not to incriminate himself.
I have to think about that.
All right, look at this, buddy.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Just put the box in the
couch.
Yeah.
Wow,
Okay.
that is the box.
So it's a book of Las Vegas. Is that what this is?
It's a pictorial. Now here's the thing, it's leather bound and it's gold leaf. So it's gold leaf pages, but it's a look at this.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't know we had a train. Yeah, we used to have a train many years ago. We had a train, by the way. And it's just literally like, oh, there you go. That's the beginnings. And it's this massive picture and, you know what I mean? Okay, well, let's get to the damn casinos. Okay, here it is. So here it is. It's just a collection of, you know, of stories. So one of the guys that was a contributor, his last name is Schaefer. I forget what his first name was, but he was the CEO of Mandalay Bay Circus during the time when you know MGM and Circus were first unifying. Yeah. But this is the evolution of Vegas. This is a book that lays out the history of Vegas from the point of view, you know, I mean, and it wasn't cheap, although I did get it a slight discount because we got it on Black Friday. But that's what this is. This is literally the look at this. Part of the original something. I just can't wait to. This is a book I can't wait to go through this, dude. It's fantastic.
That's quite nice.
This was published in Italy. You know, literally published in Italy, and it's just fantastic. It's a leather bound, by the way. This is leather. Strangely.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy too. It's like 40 pounds, I would say, approximately 30
Really?
pounds, 30 pounds.
It's massive, dude.
Yeah.
It's just
with that thing, it's probably
it's just massive,
yeah.
and the book is heavy too.
Slap somebody with that.
Massive. What?
Yeah, look at this thing, the journey of a lifetime. Yeah, let's. Do we have anybody?
Let's see here.
Any commentary on our book?
I did see a question that was earlier in the stream that somebody asked. Why do you say Fibonacci is dangerous in roulette? Danny Nelson asked. If you're only gambling money you're ready to set on fire, how is it not a good mitigation to get past short-term bad luck? So if anyone knows the Fibonacci sequence, it's 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. What is it? Anyways, 34. It goes on, so forth. The problem is with the Fibonacci sequence is most of the videos when you see us do roulette strategies, anything more than 8 spins we talk about is the danger zone, right, David?
Yeah.
So, you know, the problem is with doing that Fibonacci sequence, how many times you're going to go, because when you go Fibonacci, you hit it and then you reset. So you're way past the danger zone with the Fibonacci. That's the thing is like by the time you're done playing Fibonacci, you're doing 2-3 rounds and all of a sudden you hit that one where all of a sudden you lose everything.
Yeah. I mean, it really comes down to, I think Fibonacci most of the time is not going to be, is not going to present a problem, but it's the one time that it does, the units just started escalating or accelerating to the point where there's no recovery.
Not only that, but I feel like Fibonacci, martingale, and those type of strategies lead you to like get more emotional about it because you think that if I double it, I'm going to be able to make it back, or there's a way to make it back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think those type of strategies tend to lead to that belief.
Yeah. I will never forget. I was at the Gold Coast. There was a guy who used to come in every day, and he would grind out $100 win in the field. He would bet the field. And this is back when it was double, triple, right? Double on aces, triple on 12. And he would start with $5. It was a $5 game, and he would win $100 and leave. And every single day he'd win his $100. A year and a half later, he comes in, and he's an older guy. God, I actually remember what he looks like. So he comes in, and there's like 14 no field rolls in a row, which is crazy because the limit at the time was like 3,000. They weren't 5,000. There was like a 3,000, maybe even 2,000, but $2,000 or $3,000 limit on this table. And there was a point, even starting at 5 early on, where I think 7, maybe 8, that he had already hit the limit. And he was there was a few times where I remember it being 3,000, where he had a 3,000, and then he had this last bit of money that, he went through. I don't know what the total amount is, but he just literally, you could tell that it was really important. At the very end, he was shaking and he was sweating, and you could see the look of just absolute abject fear. He had lost all the money. Instead of making his $100, he had lost all the money he had, not only to gamble, but I'm guessing this was, a significant part of whatever money he had left, put aside. Like, this is how he saw himself retiring, or, whatever the case is. And he was shaking so bad when he was, kind of handing the chips. I had to help him put the money. And, like, I wanted to, like, stop him. He wanted to bet this last bit of money. It was $750, and I was trying to be like, listen, I wasn't in a position back then to really say anything, but I could tell like it was just not going to go well. And of course, it didn't go well. He didn't win the money, but like at that point, when you martingaled yourself to the point where you met that table limit, why would you just keep going? Why not just walk away? He was just so convinced that like I think he was just all in to this one reality. He just couldn't get out of the table until he had $0 left in his pocket.
Well, we do have someone waiting, so I'm gonna drag him in here real
Okay,
quick.
fantastic.
Thumper, welcome.
Thumper, are you there? Thumper?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Thumper. Make sure your mic is set correctly on Discord. Your input.
Well, we'll let him work through whatever.
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah,
there we
we can
go.
hear you now.
Yeah. There you go.
What's going on, Thumper?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Can you hear us? Is the question?
I hear. I'm having technical difficulties.
Okay, he's having technical difficulties.
Here, just type and let him know we can.
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
you.
I'm typing right now.
Yeah.
Just got to work on your output now, buddy.
Oh, it's just super delayed. Okay, thanks. I just wanted to chime in and say I booked a crap session with Alex earlier this year, and if anybody's thinking about it, they should do it. It was fun and very informative. He helped me out with my betting strategies and everything, so much appreciated for that. I also wanted to ask if y'all knew of any other electronic crap setups where you could shoot. I know Planet Hollywood has one. I didn't know if there were any other options around the Strip or even downtown.
Well, it looks like Alex knows.
I know.
Alex knows. This
I
is
know.
right up Alex's lane.
Yes, so Stadium Craps, which is the inner block, it's the modification to Bubble Craps. That one is, so they have it at Planet Hollywood, they have it at Paris, they have it at Treasure Island, and they have it at the Sahara. Now, in my opinion, I don't like the Planet Hollywood one because it's too busy. And from my personal experience, Paris is pretty good, and Sahara. No one ever plays the one at the Sahara. 8 spots. Paris is 8 spots as well. Also, too, Sahara, you don't have to pay for parking. So that's another thing to keep in mind when you come play out here. So,
Oh, that's fantastic. Does Treasure Island charge for parking?
does not charge for parking as well. So TI, not bad. But the thing is, their setup is like 16 stations. It's a pretty long. If you remember, it's like 16.
You
of
got to
them.
wait a while before
You gotta
get
wait
to
a
shoot.
while. But Sahara and Paris, just to let you know, Mr. West rolled a 68 roller at Paris on Stadium.
Of
Stadium
Paris?
Yep.
He rolled it
Yeah.
on the stadium one.
Yes.
Wow.
I showed up 10 minutes late and I started
Sahara
throwing
has
up.
stadium?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's nice. How much did he win? Do you know?
$2,000.
Oh,
He didn't go
that's-
crazy.
That's disappointing.
I know. I was very disappointed in
That's
Mr. Gus. Yeah, I know.
disappointing. $2,000?
I mean, Mr. West. Yeah.
Aqua Guy is asking a question. Is that the no fail with screens? No. So there's like screens. There's all these like little screens around a table in the center, and then the center table you get to actually shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a 6-foot half table. And then the one person at a time walks up and they basically mirror that display. And then you set up your bets on that display, throw the dice. So,
Yeah.
there you
Yeah,
go.
it's set up like stadium. They call it stadium craps.
Yep.
Any other questions you got, Thumper?
Oh, I think I just heard Thumper leave.
I think he left.
Okay.
I think we answered and he was out. I do like the props, dude. Yep. I love it. People are coming down and spending some really quality time with us, so that's great.
Trying to think a couple things. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Once again, if you guys want to leave a voicemail.
Yep.
Oh, you got it?
Oh no, we have a super chat.
Oh, go ahead.
I think that's €5.
€5.
That's a ton of money, dude.
I
Euros
love
are
roulette,
big.
and your strategies make me win most of the time.
Fantastic.
You guys are amazing. Hope to meet you one days. Hug from Brazil guy in Ireland.
Brazil guy in Ireland?
A Brazilian guy in Ireland.
Oh, that's cool.
Tiago, thank you so much.
That's fantastic.
Someone did ask. Let me see. I saw an interesting question earlier. What do you prefer, regular craps or crapless?
Good Lord. Absolutely regular craps. You know what's interesting? Okay, this is where I'm going to chime in. Okay. Nick was having a conversation with a guy just today. I know, so Alex has it, but the house edge on crapless is technically should be about the same, right? It actually is a bit higher, but the win right? So like the table win is much higher as a percentage. The reason why casinos have been moving crapless craps in is because they win more money on those tables than they do on regular craps tables for two reasons. One is they have taken out the don'ts. There is no more, you can't lay the numbers. They don't let you, there's no don'ts. You can't lay the numbers, okay? So they're not interested in middling the game. They're very confident in you being a crazy player, right? And you playing the extremes. All of a sudden, you see all these new numbers to bet, and guess what? You just load up, and now there's more opportunity for them to take your money, and they do. Because if you think about it, the odds aren't any real different, right? The odds pay true odds and the pass line. The place bets pay what they're supposed to pay, but people go crazy. They focus on the extremes, and they tend to lose more money. They put more money at risk, and they lose more money, and the casinos have just realized that, oh, my God, it's the same way like 000. Like if, well, I guess you can't avoid the 000, but, people just aren't informed and don't empower themselves, the way that they should.
I think the slight caveat that I want to add is like crapless craps it's just like it changes the mentality of people. Not unlike seeing a 000 where 000 you can't avoid it. That just adds another percentage of loss of house edge, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy how popular crapless craps is getting.
Yeah. What is Alex's opinion? Because I see his eyes. He's like tingling to say something.
Well, here's the thing that I tell people when they come in and ask at Casino Quest. They come in and they're like, "Hey, I want to play crapless craps." I'm like, "You already know how hard it is to hit in 2 and 12 on the all tall small, right? 1 out of 36, right?"
Yeah.
And then everyone's predicated on trying to hit the 2 or the 12 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm like, you can't even hit the 2 and the 12 on the all tall small. What makes you think you're going to bang out the 12 5 or 6 times in a row?
Yeah, I saw someone. There was a strategy on YouTube. I'm not sure who it was. It might have actually been John, but it was where you basically use the extremes to pay for everything else. If one of the extremes hits, you just use that and you build, which, on the surface is, it makes sense, right? If you're lucky enough to hit that, but here first of all, you're already dealing with all the 0.7s or 0.7s, and very often, like, again, you're the odds of hitting the 2s, the 12s, the 11s, you're just making it harder for yourself. Even though, yes, technically, if you do hit those, but I personally do not advise people playing crapless craps. I think it's a fun game, but as far as opportunity and rolls go, I think craps is the way to go.
Yeah. And another thing to remind everybody too: any sort of adjective or any sort of extra thing they add to a game name, free, fun, super, craplet, anything like they add something is always terrible for you as a gambler, right?
Yeah, for the most part, all the lit up stuff. Although they are coming out with some new digital stuff for craps tables that's kind of cool. Looks fun, anyways.
Well, we do have Andrew M in the waiting, so I'm gonna pull him in real quick.
Okay, good.
Hello, Andrew M. Welcome in. You're on live.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Alex, you ready?
You ready, Mr. Andrew?
He's also been a longtime fan. I've seen him.
Really?
I've seen him
Yeah,
around.
he got the "you ready" down.
He's our president on Patreon. Yeah, thank you, sir. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Been a minute. I got a story for you guys.
Ooh.
So, this is probably 4 or 5 years ago or so. We were up north for our usual camping trip, and a friend of the family, their daughter just turned 18. And here in Michigan, at tribal casinos, you can be 18 to gamble.
Oh.
So we walk up and belly up to the craps table, and she had never thrown a pair of dice in her life. I threw 555 on the ATS. I think her dad put 131 or something like that, and she had 131 on the ATS. Rolls. Gets down to just a 12 on the ATS. And so I start throwing quarters on the 12. I do that probably 6 or 7 times. I'm in like $300 on the 12. And wouldn't you know it, she throws it and hits it. So not only did she hit the ATS, I had a quarter on the 12.
Fantastic.
And the whole table just exploded. It was hilarious. Like I said, had never thrown a dice in her life and threw the ATS.
That's when you bet the ATS. Like literally, you leave the. She had to throw. Now she's addicted to craps, dude. Have you gotten her off a craft table?
Well, she lives out west now, where they either have card craps or they have no casinos at all. But
California.
Yeah,
How to get you
she lives
addicted to craps in one easy step, dude. Just let you. If you ever think the dice are loaded, it's crazy how many people their very first time they just do. I see now that I would bet the ATS. I would do 555 on the ATS. If I knew someone it was their very first time, especially if it was a female,
The beginner's luck.
I'm all in, dude. I'm all in.
Yeah, I usually only ever bet the ATS. If I'm throwing, I'll bet it, but I won't bet it otherwise. I'm like, beginner's luck, throw it on there, you know.
Yeah, 100%. Do you remember how much they paid you? I'm just curious. Did they pay you right? I'm sure they did.
Yeah, it was. So the casino that I'm talking about, Color Up actually did a video on it. It's one of the best craps tables in the country as far as payouts go. Yeah, the 2 and the 12 both pay triple. It's free
in
buy.
the field. Wow, they pay triple. By the way, that's a 0 house edge table. For those of you who like to play the Iron Cross, if you could find a triple, so that's the only triple game I've ever heard of, besides the one in Reno that's since closed.
Yeah, where is this at? Asking for a friend, Mr. Andrew.
Yeah, asking for a friend.
So it's Turtle Creek in Traverse City, Michigan.
Wow,
it's a little casino, not very big. If I had to equate it to something in Vegas, maybe something similar to like a GVR or Red Rock, maybe not super big.
Yeah.
But it pays triple in the field. They have free buys, so you don't no big
free
buys.
Yeah, so is that all in all place bets, right? It's free buys. I've heard of this casino where they pay true odds on the place bets, right?
So they do not pay true odds on place bets, but the buys are no vig.
No vig. Well, then you just go with that. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah. So here's a secret about triple. If you run into a triple table, you only play the field. It has 0 house edge. That table, that bet very specifically has 0 house edge if it's triple. Yeah, it's kicker, literally even money.
The kicker is that they are smart enough on that, and they rate you 0 if you play nothing with the field.
Oh, if you don't play that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's great because I tell everybody, you find a triple game, you just play that all day long, dude. Call it a day.
Yeah, they count they basically count no action on the field if you're playing sense. it.
So do they give you? So they don't give you, and same with the odds, right? They don't give you any rating on the odds.
Correct. Yep. Yeah. Usual things apply on that, but yes, also the field they don't. They give you no rating.
So what is the max odds? Is it 10 times or just 3, 4, 5?
No, it's 10 times.
Oh, 10 times too. Wow, dude! Holy smokes! This table, it's a $5 game, right? Not a $3 game.
I checked their website recently, and it is now a $3 game. It's a 3 to 500 game.
The reason why I know this is I had a couple in that were telling me about this table. By the way, $3 game, right? So I showed them the $3 game. I showed them 18 across. You know, because David was been around long enough to have dealt the $3 game, actually even a bird game, right? So they were there. I actually taught them a $3 game.
How far away is this from Detroit?
I know, right?
Asking for a friend.
As the crow flies, it's probably a solid 4 hours, roughly 4-hour drive.
Damn, Candace is watching in the background. That's why I'm like,
is this northern Michigan?
It is, yeah. So
far north, right?
It is far like northwest corner of the state. You can fly into Traverse City. There's a little puddle jumper airport there, so you can fly into Detroit and then fly to Traverse City.
Yeah, this would literally be. I've heard of this casino now several times. This would be the #1 casino to play out in the entire country. By the way, given how as far as craps goes, I don't know what the rest of it, but I'm assuming as liberal as they are with craps, like I'm assuming the rest of the casino kind of veers that way.
It's actually it's a very laid back, very relaxed, very. I don't know. Every time that we go up there, and maybe this is just the gambler in me talking, we've never done bad up there. Like we always come home either even or a little bit ahead. And the fun thing is that their blackjack, they have $3 blackjack and they have $3 roulette.
Amazing. And it's 3 to 2, right? Blackjack's 3 to 2?
Yeah, they have no 6 to 5 tables.
Yeah, so here's what I find about the Indians that's interesting, because I've worked for Indians before. They either take all your money or they're happy to just let you play. Like, you know, here, those of you who play in Florida, you already know you're getting screwed by the Seminoles, so we'll just put it out there, dude. Those are some of the worst paying machines I've ever seen in my entire life. We didn't actually go visit any of the blackjack games, but I guarantee you, whatever odds they have playing out there are just not very friendly to the customer.
I don't remember, because I remember walking up to them, but not like actually playing.
Yeah. Dude, the worst, when I say the worst payouts, I think I saw 70% or worse machines. I mean, I have on the entire casino floor, and the place is packed because they have a monopoly.
I do remember the minimum being so low. Not the minimum, the maximum being so low. It was it was like 5 to 100 or something.
But I remember when the Indians were kind of opening up the ground-based stuff in Louisiana or Mississippi, like you either went to them and they had great odds, or their odds just sucked, dude. They were like, let's just, you know what I mean, take as much as we can.
And the nice thing about their blackjack tables, they have maybe 2 tables that have, the whatever the Queen's Bounty or whatever the side bets are. Most of the blackjack tables are just straight up blackjack without the side bets.
No side bets, which is amazing because that's how casinos make their money now, quite literally.
Yeah, and like their high limit air quote blackjack is $25 double deck.
$25 double deck. Is it handheld or is it out of a shoe?
It's pitch.
It's all pitch. All right,
Yeah.
so here, is it pitch face down, or is it, or do they just turn the cards up?
No, they pitch it face down.
They pitch it face down. Okay, old school. Wow, that's great.
It's old school, yeah.
Oh my God, Alex, we're gonna get a plane.
I just think it's so funny because somebody that's not gambling, they're like, we're all like getting excited. They're like, they deal it face down to you. You're like, what? Oh, what?
What the hell
The
these
2
weirdos
and the
talking about?
12 pay. Oh.
Because by the way, so here in town, none of the strip properties anymore have a handheld to double deck. So you can go to, like Cosmo, some of the strip properties, but it's out of a baby shoe. So they
It's all shoe.
Yeah, it's all shoe. They don't hold it, which which is fine. But wow, that's so great. We got to go visit this casino, dude.
Like their main floor, it's all six deck, the usual fare, but it's all 3 to 2. There's no such thing as 6 to 5.
So they have a hotel. It's like it's an integrated resort. Like it's not just a casino, right? They have a hotel and stuff that you could stay at, or is it just a little casino?
No, they have a hotel. The trick is there's not a ton on the property because it's kind of somewhat in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
To get to the actual Traverse City itself is about another 20-minute drive, but.
Yeah.
It's fun. I say my wife and I, we've been going there forever at this point, but we get the $95 room coupons every year, and it's always a great time.
Time to hit up the American Express card, dude.
No, it's so funny because it's like, what's the amenities? I don't give a shit about the amenities.
Because it's only like a 2-hour flight, right? Maybe a 3-hour flight. I think we can get there quick, dude. I think it's worth it. It's crazy because the last couple groups have all been either talked about it or. And that $3 game really interests me, dude. Can you imagine going 18 across, dude? Just power press. And we do triple lux, dude.
$200, dude. $200 triple lux.
Do you know? Oh, hey, dude. What are the limits? Do you know what the limits are? Oh, I think you said.
They're 3 to 500 with 10x odds.
Yikes, $500.
So
dude.
Yeah, so not true, but this is. I mean, the market is kind of meant for that type of play because there's
of course.
The most that somebody might belly up to a table is maybe $500. You might get a $1,000 drop every now and then, but
wow.
it's a small local crowd. People from around Michigan go up there. People from Wisconsin will come around the UP and go to it. I mean, it's just a nice little casino.
Hey, listen, that's better odds than Jerry's, just so you know, because Jerry's is 5 to 300.
Yeah, and it's only double odds too.
So here's the big question: do you know if they have Keno, dude? Do they have Keno on the floor? They do.
Yep.
Oh my God, they have
Group trip.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if they have 20 card. I know they have 4 card because I've played the 4 card because I've played 4 card before.
Wow.
But I don't know if they have 20 card.
Honest to God, we should make this a thing. I feel like this is the going to the best casino in the country for gamblers. The limits are a little bit low, but the rest of it's fantastic. I would love to break down how they how liberal their blackjack is. There used to be here in town, Vegas Club was known as the most liberal. They used to have like a 6-card Charlie they used to pay on. They used to you could double ace, you could split aces as much as long as you wanted to. Like there was lots of that's all gone, of course, right? That was their shtick.
Yeah, this at this one place, I know you can split aces up to, I think they do 3 times on aces.
Yeah.
But they don't have a 6-card Charlie or anything like that. But
yeah.
I don't know. They're relatively. I mean, standard fare. I mean, if you think Jerry's is kind of the standard on here, then it's better than that. But like I said, it's a good time. It's fun.
We're just trying to fight for our life for that $5 game. You know, that's what happens, Mr. Andrew.
Dude, I would love to do it.
Oh, by the way, Matt came by, who works at Ellis, and says that they're gonna put back that $5 table.
Yeah, I know they took it out. Yeah, they ran out of dealers, dude. Frank needs to just call me. Hey, Frank, just give me a call. I got dealers, dude. I got dealers. I got
Frank is
crap
not
dealers.
watching this, dude. He doesn't jump on YouTube.
He's
He's busy sweating the money.
No, he's not sweating the money right now.
Yeah.
He's got some health issues. Well, we wish you well, by the way, Frank. Just so you know.
But yeah, the nice thing about this place is it's been the same dealers that have been there at least for the last 5 or 6 years anyway.
Oh, really?
So you
I'm
walk
sure they're
up,
good, right?
Oh, they're excellent. I always do. I start off with the double tap. I do 44 inside and 6 for the crew and across, and they're all about it. So
Wow, that's fantastic, man. Yeah, good stuff. We're gonna go. So do you live by there, or do you fly? You just visit, or do you live near there?
No. It's about on a good day without the weather, because we go up there in February, and winter weather in Michigan gets kind of dicey. It's about 2 hours to get up there.
Because right now it's ridiculously cold. No, it's pretty cold up there.
Yeah,
It's
mid-20s
pretty
right now.
Oh God, 20s, dude. No. We have
David
to
could barely handle like mid-40s.
Yeah, when it gets to 40s out here, I'm like, yikes, dude.
To add on to it, the west side of the state's gotten like 2 feet of snow over the last 4 or 5 days. So
yeah, 100%, dude. Yeah, because they're not far from Canada, man. Canada is just, they can wave. You know what I mean?
Basically.
Yeah. So, but we got to go visit, dude. I think it's worth it. That would make a good video, dude.
Alex knows how to find me, so
Yeah.
You ready?
Alex, you can look him up, buddy.
You ready? You ready?
All right, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Andrew.
Mr. Andrew, thank you so much for staying late with us.
Yes.
Yep. See you guys. Thank you.
See you, man. Bye.
Okay, I do want to read a super chat. We got Floor Axis gave us $10. Says,
Axis,
don't
we
forget
love
to hit the
Floor
like button and share, D-Gens.
Thank you so much.
We got to go visit. There's this whole family that came the other day, and they literally asked me to teach them a $3 game for this table.
Dude, that table sounds so cool. We should do it.
No,
I think we should 100% make that
You're
a
in a
video.
$20 bill, and you just triple lux, dude. You just literally go for, or there's so many great systems, because a $3 game, by the way, goes to a $10 game or $25. You can get any 2 hits on any one number starting from $3 to $25.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
You're preaching to the choir here. You're preaching to the choir.
And then you're only in $18, dude. We could play infinitely. Maybe not infinitely, but
what is Alex scheming? Because Alex is over there like making all these faces.
Because I'm supposed to go to DEF CON 1 for Europe, right? That's what I might,
because
either you can go LAX to Schiphol, or like whatever, like to Schiphol, like Amsterdam. But there's also one on Delta where there's a stop in Detroit. I could do like a 1 day,
4 hours
like a 1 day stop. Like, yeah, but I can jump back on the plane the next day.
Alex is trying to like find a way to get to this table.
Yeah, like I could take like a red eye, get there like like 6 a.m. whatever, Detroit,
with
right?
like a 12-hour layover, or
like a
some shit.
24-hour layover, right?
Yeah.
And then just jump back on the next day and jump on the plane.
Sure thing, buddy. Anything for a good craps table, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes sense about the field. They don't give you any rating, but who cares? If you do find a triple, it's literally zero house edge. You just find a way to parlay. You go for a 6 of parlay. By the way, it's better than blackjack. You quite literally you go for a streak of 6. Swear to God.
We have the good old Popa Cobra in wait, so I'm gonna drag him in here.
Oh yeah,
dude, he's got to have a system, dude. He's responsible for 90% of our system strategy.
Hello, Popa Cobra. You're on mute. I could see, so just unmute yourself whenever you're ready.
Mr. Clint.
Yeah, he's got a strategy making family, dude.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you, Mr. Clint.
All right,
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I swear I've used the phone before. I'm doing well, man. How are you guys?
Good.
Man? Yeah.
And awesome. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on here. So last week, after watching the GM spin video, I went on a cruise actually, and it was $10 tables. So I would start with 96 across. And if it would hit 3 times and it wouldn't hit the pressed up number, and whenever a number would hit, I'd press it up to either 50 or 60. If I'd hit 3 separate numbers, I'd go back down to 64 cross. If I hit 1 number and a pressed number, I'd drop it down to back to 96 across. And if I hit 2 numbers and a pressed number, I'd just regress on the pressed number and keep the other 2 up there. And actually did really well doing that.
Fantastic, sir.
Dude, that's we have this famous player who I can't name the name, but he has twice. So when we broke out the original squeeze play, he did really well, and GM spin really well. We have heard a lot of people actually really enjoying that GM spin strategy. There's no doubt, dude, without a doubt. I think Duck Ragu might give it a run, but GM spin is one of our favorites by far. Yeah.
I mean, I think both of those strategies are very different. You know, like they're for very different people.
You know, look at that. It's right over his head.
The duck ragu. I need the action. That's on 6 and 8 only. It's not enough action.
It's not enough action for you. You know, I'm curious. Is craps your favorite game or roulette?
Well, I can tell you that I enjoy losing money at both. But craps is my favorite game. But if I need money, I'll go to roulette. I'll typically play something like Romanowski. That's typically my favorite, or something like that, and then go back to the craps table.
Hey, I have a question. So, Purple Cobra, which one of your I'm sure one of your strategies has made it into our book, right? Or maybe even a few of them. No.
I know one for sure. It was the D-Gen TIE Fighter.
D-Gen TIE Fighter. Yeah. I was curious, like which ones are yours? Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of peaches, but only the one grapefruit.
Oh, a lot of peaches.
I'm sure he remembers that one. I'm sure he's like, whenever he gets a grapefruit, he like puts a sticker somewhere.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, I got it hung up on the wall.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it on the wall with little stars on
College degree, D-Gen TIE Fighter. Picture of the kids.
Great conversations.
Yeah, in that order.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
We would ask for if you need any strategy help, but I think we should be calling you for the strategy help.
We're like, thank God, stay alive, sir. Keep submitting.
Yeah, keep that Google Doc form, warmed up, okay?
Yeah.
Roger that. Thank you, guys. Have a great
man. Thank you, sir.
Take care, sir. Have a good night.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You know, it's so funny. We have a lot of people who submit strategies all the time, and a few of them, like Purple Cobra, we're like, okay, this could work. You know, we take it very seriously. But there's some people that submit who we're just like, this is one kooky individual. You know what I mean? Like we right away the disclaimer. We're like, well, you know what I mean? I wonder one of these days. You know what would be a great video is to share all the worst roulette strategies, but do it like live because nobody watches them on the YouTube videos. But like we could all just like what is it? Just razz them all, dude. Because some of them are batshit crazy, man. Like literally, you guys have no idea.
I think we could make it a long form, but I think we would have to rethink of how to title it, like roulette strategy roast or something. You know,
because I mean,
that might not be a bad idea for the end of the year video.
No, so because some of these strategies, you have to wonder where these people are living, what kind of, I mean, is this an end of life kind of submission? I mean,
what? Like a Make-A-Wish type thing?
Yeah, Make-A-Wish. Because it just gets so crazy. And then the wording is just so silly. Like, hey, listen, if you submit a strategy with a goal, and the goal is to win, you know what I mean? Like, or the other one is when to leave when you lose. We know. We want you to define it a little bit. Like, what's the goal? What do you want to win? When do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't take it all for granted. But anyways, all right. Did everybody like the book? Did anybody mention the damn big book that we spent? We're going to put it up on our table, dude. We're going to be like, hey. We can just lift weights with it, dude, later on at night.
Just curl it.
Just sit there curling, getting our, All right. Well, do we have anybody else? Are we kind of winding down now? Because I think we're...
I mean, we're about an hour in.
Yeah.
So it's up to you guys. It is our first one, so we weren't expecting a crazy
We
amount
were
of people.
testing the format. We got our couch. We're in the members lounge area of our... CQ,
though if you come here, it's gonna look a little different because we did move stuff
because
around.
we obviously set it up for the podcast. But this is a little separate area, little special secret area for those of you who are like a special secret friend. I don't know. By the way, we already promoted ourselves. Yeah, so we're coming out. Hey, can I just make one little news thing? That's really we're really working on this new membership platform for everybody. And we're going to be rolling that out here in the next couple of weeks. We're working aggressively to move everything off of Patreon and really create a lot more engagement. So Patreon, for example, a lot more. We're going to give you guys really more love. Like, so we're going to start including, not just the unfiltered versions, but actual substantive add-ons to the strategies. So we just did one the other day where we're editing for YouTube for Craps. Instead of just you guys getting the one system, you're going to get other systems at other opportunities, like a $15, a $25. And then we're gonna put back adding more of the actual document like that, the tag along where you can actually reference it. But we're moving to, so we've paid for the Kajabi Pro thing, and so we're moving everything over there. So we'll have much more engagement, more communication. We'll have people that Patreon doesn't really offer a lot in respect, just other than links and posts and things like this. But this other platform allows us to really, have you guys can talk to each other a lot more proactively. We can offer a lot of different tiers, a lot of different, we're gonna have the LMS. We're hard at work getting the crafting done.
When we say LMS, we mean the online learning.
The online learning. So we're gonna have elements of the workshop that's coming up. So we have the bridge workshop that's coming up in January, February, March. So we'll have elements of that you guys will have access to. And we're just leaning into all of you guys and trying to help you guys make money, maximize your wins, dude. Educate you, maximize your wins, that kind of thing.
I do have to read Alan's super chat because Alan won't let me forget about it.
He's so loaded, dude, that guy. I don't understand.
So he said, he gave us $4.99. Says, how do you improve cash management while gambling? Had the worst luck on the last trip. Curse of the rental car.
Yeah, so curse of the rental car. Yeah,
I'm not sure what that means. Do you know what that means?
He got a rental car, but then it was like late or something else. I just can remember. And then it was like they charged him. It was like that's what set him off at the beginning of the trip.
Oh,
because he was supposed to get a Tesla, and they gave him a Chrysler or something, Chevy Malibu or something.
Oh, so like they just gave him the wrong car. Basically.
Yeah,
so,
just like
poor Alan. He's Alan. By the way, Alan, you need our bridge workshop, bro. I mean, you need it more than most people because he's a very emotional player. Like he has his own plan, but then he's off the rail. And then next thing you know, he's on Keno and he's winning it back on Keno, and then he's just very confused as to life in general. But so bankroll is such a most often overlooked element of someone's strategy or someone's night out at the casino, especially if you're. What you tie to your bankroll is very important because bankroll will dictate the number of bullets you have, right? What kind of opportunities you can play. But managing your bankroll and creating goal tiers, which is important, understanding how, sessions, but just paying attention in the first place, like just not chasing the pocket. That's most people's one of the biggest problems that I know a lot of gamblers have is chasing the pocket. Where they and the best thing I can do is tell you, if you have $1,200 in your pocket, but you're only coming out $300 a time, and you're playing a system that's based on a $300 budget, then don't play $1,200 because once you get to the $1,200, you've moved further away from whatever opportunity you were building with that $300 system. So don't play the pocket, play the budget. So come with the budget, come with the money you need.
Something I want to add in my own anecdotal story. Yeah. So I played at Ellis once, and there was this guy. Because it's a $5 table, $500 max.
Yep.
There was this guy who from what we saw when we were there, had bought in at least $5,000 from this at this table.
Yep.
There's no way to make that back. There's no way for this guy to make it back. And he was chasing. He didn't put all 5,000 at once. It was just like little bits, but it added up to around 5,000. And he was there before we got there. So he might have been in way more.
Yeah.
There's no way to make your money back from that table because even if
you're just screwed.
Yeah, because what are you gonna do?
Now you're chasing the wrong system.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if anything, a lot of times if you get desperate and you're really trying to make a comeback, now you're at this last part of your bankroll, and then you can just go off the rails, and it becomes a whole other thing. So it's important that bankroll is as important as everything else, right? And very often it's not. People just look at it, well, like we have educated you guys a little bit about 10 shooters on a crap table or roulette. You've got to have a bankroll to have X number of bullets, right? But for sort of like this predefined opportunity, once you incorporate, you'll notice when we scale the budget, we scale the bullets, right? We scale the bullets to go with the budget to create that same opportunity. You don't just, some of the strategies I say we don't hate them, but you know what I mean? Anyways, is where you come in too much money for too little opportunity. That's silly. The same,
the opposite.
Or the opposite. Either one of those is ridiculous. Like we had a strategy play the other day. It was like $1,200 buy-in to win like $12 or $7 or something.
Or like you buy into a crap sale for $100 and you're on a $25 table. Like there's not much you could do for that.
So bankroll is key. You got to have all those pieces. I feel like that's the thing that's missed with so many people, and that's why we developed the Bridge Workshop. Is most people don't know who they are as a gambler. That's just the thing.
Well, let's chime in on that. They don't know about the Bridge Workshop, but people that are on CEG.
Oh,
they booked that. We're on CEG, not CQ, right?
We're on CEG. So we've developed a Bridge Workshop. It's myself, Brian, and of course the rest of us. I say that because Brian is 37 years, I have 34 years, and we've been working with gamblers. Same thing with Alex. Alex is our other trio. We have Dennis playing in. We have most of our staff involved in this. But the Bridge Workshop is all about understanding you as a gambler and trying to maximize your opportunity at the table, but also to make it a much more sort of fun, livable, enjoyable experience, right? So we've had a little bit of confusion between the clinics and the workshops. So the clinics are meant to really teach you the games. We have a beginner clinic and an expert clinic, and that's really about understanding how to play. The expert clinic is kind of an upscale of that. Like on craps, we teach you lays, direct lays, VIGs, things like this, more advanced stuff. But the workshop is really about you becoming a better gambler, having a better experience overall, holistically at the table. And it incorporates one of the very first things we do, and this will be just quick, is the risk profile, is understanding who you are as a gambler, what it is, because that is the obstacle, that's the cog in most people's experience at the casino. What is it that you want to do? What is fun for you? What's the thing that not everybody is looking for the same kind of wins, the same kind of opportunity? I met this guy. By the way, I'm gonna shout him. His name is Mark. I'm not gonna share your last name. Mark, fantastic individual. Came out here, and I say that because he was very just honest. He came out here. He worked with me. Did this dice with David. And you know what? He's not all about the wins. He's got money to play, but he wants to win, but he's not about the win. He really just wants to play at this level, enjoy himself, and have this experience. And so when we were able to drill down into that, we were able to create a system that so far he's had a lot of success playing, but it's also met these sort of it's in his comfort zone. It's the kind of money he's willing to spend. It's the gold tiers while he's still getting opportunity. He's still able to spend time on the game. This is his opportunity on the game, and everybody fits into this sort of measured risk profile. And that's one of the very first things we do at the Bridge Workshop is we have this risk profile worksheet. We get to know, or you get to know, who you are and what it is you want to accomplish at the casino. And then we evolve that into the games, the strategies, the opportunity. We have a budget log. So where we break down and look at, what can you realistically bring to the casino? And then we break that down into sessions. We break that down into your bullets. And then we match it up with the strategy. You follow? It's like this whole holistic thing. Anyways, that's my long answer to a very short question, dude.
Where would one book this, sir?
You can go on casinoquest.biz/the bridge. And we have 3 coming up scheduled, January, February, and March. And they include, if we get enough people, so people have been signing up, but if we get to, the magic number really is 100, and we walk over together, we go together afterwards. So it's a 5-hour workshop, by the way, that includes food. Everything is free, includes some gifts and stuff like this. Our very first one is very cheap. It's only $100 for the 5 hours. And then we're going to go over, we have this cocktail hour, and that Palace Station is willing to offer us. And by the way, we're not just trying to do this for, we're trying to get this player, we're trying to get strength in numbers from the player perspective, so we can kind of start moving the needle. If we have enough players that are like, we want 3-2 games, we want double zero roulette, we want better odds, better opportunities at the casino, we need some numbers. We need to all sort of be on the same page together and create this opportunity together. Yeah.
Very good. We're all just staring at each other.
Buddy.
There you go.
Well, I'm like in the middle of like typing to chat, so my brain can't process everything.
Yeah. Just want to say thank you guys so much. While Dennis is finishing up here, do us a favor, hit that like button, gang. Once again, we do have our strategy guides available, shopcasinoquest.com. All the links down below, and hopefully leave us a voicemail, and we'll use that for next week.
Yeah, and if you are catching this later, as you're watching this later, leave a voicemail as well, or feel free to come join us next week at the same time.
Yeah.
If you want to jump into the Discord, we're gonna start the the chat's at 4:30, but the live stream actually starts at 5. It's just a little pre-screening to make sure no one says anything too crazy. But feel free to join if you're worried about a story. We will be pre-screening, so just ask. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know, don't stress about it. Let us stress about it. That's our job.
Yep.
Yeah. And by the way, it is gambling. Do we include, no politics, none of that?
Yeah.
We want about entertainment.
That's part of the house
gambling.
rules, which we go
okay.
over when we do the pre-screening.
Yeah, this is,
Also, too, as well, Casino Quest, our second channel. Dave and I are going to do another live stream on Wednesday.
Wednesdays. That's Alex and David love Vegas, dude.
Yeah. When is that?
5 o'clock?
5 o'clock. Yeah, sure. There we go.
You're on.
Okay. So we're
It's
gonna do
a date, sir.
Same thing, 5 o'clock Wednesday, Vegas time. So same time.
Yeah. That is funny how we put this pillow here. Like, listen,
I mean,
that's
I'm fine.
yours,
I'm
that's
using
yours,
this.
That's you. This is
I'm
me
good.
over here. It's you over here.
There you go. All right, that's it.
That's it. Let's
All
go.
right, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, cakes and pies, and we're off to Keno.
We're off to Keno to unwind. And the truth
Bye.
is...
Bye, guys.